it is evening here in Pennsylvania. Coming from a very tired Jean Truelove Quilts for you. Hopefully you can see why I'm tired. We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you a quilt that I've made in the last 15 hours or so. Oh my goodness. Once I get the bit between my teeth, I just keep going. And as you know, if you've been following, yes, this is the kit. This is the quilt top that I've just made in the last 2 days or so from the kit that I was very generously gifted by the Fabric Hut. This was the quilt here. It's the pattern, the Iris quilt, obviously different fabrics from this, but the fabrics that I've used here, these delightful like 60s and 70s looking fabrics, flower power fabrics, come in the kit. I just wanted to let you know that the following video, maybe 20 minutes or so, is a cliff notes, literally, of how I've made this quilt very quickly. It's not like a regular tutorial because I don't have the time or the energy to spend for weeks and weeks and weeks going over the minutia of the quilt, but I think I'm explaining it enough like other people do. They have 10 minutes and they made a quilt, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm reviewing this pattern. It gets, in my mind, a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Perhaps there's just one. I was just telling one of the gentlemen there's just one thing that I would have had a problem with. I didn't have a problem, but I think this illustration here on the how to construct the quilt, because I have to wear glasses and I had to count very, very much. But other than that, it says the quilt is a skill level intermediate. The beauty of this quilt, very quickly, is it's all pre-cut. All of this fabric was in a kit pre-cut. I'll get to that very quickly. When I look at a quilt pattern myself, because you know I don't use a lot of patterns, I try to break down where is the block, right? Where is the block on this quilt? Well, it looks like it's on point and you'd have a difficult time. This is very simple to piece. Just have to keep organized, and then it's row by row, and I will show you along the process of how it's done. It's sort of crooked like an on-point quilt is, and you have to be brave at the very last. The very last step is to actually cut your skewed quilt. But I have a video, I have some stills of me doing that. So my quilt, the pattern calls for, it measures 59 by 69. My quilt's actually 60 by 70. I rounded it up. So 60 inches by 70, a lap size quilt. What else do I have to say? Oh, I do have to say very quickly that I will be gifting 2 kits. I have gotten, not permission, but I've gotten the go-ahead from the company, the Fabric Hut. If somebody overseas, worldwide, they will ship a kit which includes the backing, the binding, all the pre-cut fabric, this kit in particular, this look in particular, worldwide, and somebody in the United States. But that's to come. I'll figure out how I'm going to do that. Again, as I said, the fabrics are in this quilt. It is a kit. All of these quilts are die cut, fantastic, awesome. I had zero problem, as you will see, putting it together. I am a fairly quick quilter. I'm an experienced quilter, but I confidently can say that an advanced beginner could make this quilt. Take it steady. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And again, I give this pattern and I give the kit especially 5 stars. The kit is awesome. So there you go. I hope you enjoy the little video to come, how I speedily make this quilt. Somebody did say, oh, well, a kit. Everyone will have the same fabric and the same kit, right? The same quilt. I'm like, well, yeah, duh. But like, I don't know Sally Blogs in Illinois who's going to make the quilt. We're never going to meet. So we all have our own unique quilts that happen to use the same fabric. I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome value for money, and the Fabric Hut has been very generous to me and to my viewers. So I hope you enjoy the video to come. If there's anything else, I'll probably just put it in a little caption on the video, because again, I have to make this short. It's just a review, and I'm very, very pleased. The Fabric Hut, 2 thumbs up. All right, folks, enjoy the video. I'm going to bed. And back to the previously scheduled program to come. See you, folks. made things from kits before, the pre-cut at this stage right now is very, very appealing to me, and the fabrics they remind me of my my throwback to my 70s, like Flower Power, 60s and 70s, just very delightful. So by all means, this is the quilt that I'm going to be showing you a fairly quick overview. As you know, because of copyright laws, I cannot give you the exact sizes of the fabric, but as you can see here, this kit comes with everything pre-cut to the exact size, and they've been die cut by machine. So that is worth, because as you can see, to make this beautiful rainbow pattern, you need a tremendous amount of pre-cut fabrics cut. And so the fact that it comes pre-cut is just fabulous for me right now to show you. Isn't that awesome? Now, the instructions on our little blurb here say, because we've purchased this kit, you can skip all the cutting and just start sewing. Isn't that awesome? So you go to what's called the scrap option. So here is the pattern again. And the scrap option is here. And basically I was reading over, because you know I don't love using patterns, but basically the idea is to start sewing. For me, how I did it was to take our floral pieces here, quite a lot of them, and to start making strip sets. You have who have followed me before, you will realize how we just make strip sets and then attach the sashing. So what I have done, again, to make this fairly succinct, which I'm not used to, what I've done is I started to come over to my machine, and I've started to sew all of these lovely, beautiful pieces here together in two. Okay, the pattern tells you, as you can see, I have just started chain piecing 2 by 2 by 2. Very simple, very simple. And if you follow the instructions here, it tells you you will need to have this is going to be a lap size quilt. I'm going to be needing the 2 strips that have been put together. I'm going to be needing 21 of them, the 21 sets. Then there's 5 strips that I'm going to be putting together. We'll be needing 14. There'll be 7 strips, 7 of these florals put together. We'll be needing 8 of them. And then 9 strips, 9 whole pieces of this floral together. We'll be needing 6 of them. Then it tells you when you have your 2, your 5, your 7, and your 9, then we can start putting our sashings on it, okay? And then after you've done that, and again, everything here is pre-cut. After you've done that, then comes the construction of it. I'm making the lap size quilt here. Been very, very careful to have my 1/4 inch seam. Extremely important to have your 1/4 inch seam on all of your strip sets, because the reason I'm telling you that is because these were die cut, and because you were very, very careful with your 1/4 inch seam on either the kit or your scraps, the sashings that have been provided in the kit, which I'm telling you, I think is fantastic, match beautifully, because I have sewn very carefully my strip sets. These are my 2. Look at this. These are my 5 Look at that. These are my 7 strip sets. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's fantastic. It's all done. Oh, and these are my 9. Look at that. So you can see the importance of your 1/4 inch seam. So after we have our strips done, which as you can see, just start sewing together according to the pattern, however many strips you need, then it's just a matter of putting together our strips right here.